expeditions are a possible thing.
I don't think we're actually done with this adventure. We just found the pointer for the next part. Not that there couldn't be waypoints, but...
Basically, you came to the planet for a space treasure map, which you have obtained.
But we need to get it working, or at least the other thing working. Or working one of the other thing. If that makes any sense. What's it called? The ghost thing?
Ghost engine is what
indeed.
Is what the map room called it.
Yeah.
At the very least, there's still an indeterminate number of orcs on the planet, and certainly still a ship in orbit.
Are we staying? Are we setting up like a base camp here, or no? If we already got what we came for.
Yeah, we already got what we came for in the mountain thing.
I believe last time there was the conclusion that if shit that dangerous is around, a contingent of people is not being left.
Yes. Yeah, no, we didn't leave anyone at that site after we pulled the spark plug.
Not too bad. I kind of wanted to go orc hunting.
Yep.
Yeah, so now you have a battery full of demons, more or less.
Sounds dangerous.
It is, that.
Sounds like a fun time.
Yeah, otherwise, captain's prerogative on direction from there.
Well, we still have the map room. Has the crew we left in the map room made any other useful discoveries while we were off killing giant phasing bugs?
According to reports, they've more or less uncovered the power source. They're still picking through the details of how exactly the power source works. This one doesn't appear to be warp-based, at least.
You mean it probably won't corrupt whoever I send in there to take out the spark plug? Oh, good.
It's a rather sizable power source. It is not necessarily something you could easily just go and remove a spark plug on. The small expedition team that was sent through a crack in the rubble has not yet returned.
How long have they been in there?
2 hours now at this point, I'd say.
Have they checked in?
They have not, but also not out of the question. Vox signals aren't working well down there.
Do we need to go send a rescue team?
Well, is 2 hours really merit a rescue? I mean, how long were they expecting to be in there?
They didn't have a prescribed time limit.
Is there any way we can get an astropath to see if they're still alive?
The astropaths are not capable of that. Perhaps a sufficiently powerful psyker could be, but the astropaths are capable of communicating with one another.
Okay, had no idea.
For the most part, they're just particularly warp-reactive radios.
Are there any other ghost engines on the world that the map showed?
Nothing that the map showed.
Had they heard anything from any orc activity otherwise? Has it been quiet over there?
There's been no further orc activity on site, as far as you've heard at least. As far as orc activity from the men back at the ship, you haven't gotten a lot of astropathic reports from there, but the few that have come through have been ones of general tension. The orcs have yet to react in any way, but they are certainly still up there.
has the map shown any other goodies? Because we know they have we found a ghost engine, but that doesn't mean they don't have other shit on this planet.
All the map has shown thus far is what remains of the facility that the navigational room was in, and the remains of the ghost engine that you found. You've certainly found a lot of ruins all over the place, so there was definitely a lot of goodies here at some point. But the map has yet to reveal anything else that's producing a power source.
Good old demon batteries. Take a lick and keep on ticking.
Please don't use the word licking in context with demons.
Aye, Captain.
But it is it's heavily suspected by the crews that the reason the navigation room exists at all was because it was so far underground during the bombardment.
I guess question would be, why is there a navigation room on a planet so deep? Like, it's not moving.
Part of the library?
Well, it did the other stuff as well, didn't it? Like the ghost engine was connected to the room, but it wasn't functioning, so we couldn't find out what it did.
Well, I'm pretty sure that, because of visions, we've confirmed that the ghost engine is in fact a teleporter.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So navigating from the central room to anywhere.
Alright, I'd like some input. Does anyone have any thoughts on handling the still orbiting orc ship?
Boarding
Bomb it
party.
down.
Blow it up.
Yeah, bomb it.
Just blow it up far away from me.
Boarding party.
Why do you want to
blow it
board it?
I want to kill some orcs.
You can kill all of the orcs from space.
It's less personal that way.
That's the way I like it, though. The part, you know the ones where they can't shoot you with bullets? That's the kind of killing I like.
I like to squeeze the trigger and see somebody die.
I mean, you can still do that and watch hundreds of orcs die from the comfort of your gunnery on the ship.
That's cowardly. I like to look a creature in the eye as I end its life.
You're a psychopath.
That's not what we're talking about right now.
Oh, sorry. Side note: how much XP do we have from last session to spend on stuff?
200.
Yes.
200. Cool.
Oh, could you throw in an extra 50?
No. Why? But
I want to
no.
level up. I want to level up my ballistic skill. I need 50.
I did exactly that.
You're gonna have to wait.
I had 50 from left over.
Yeah, I need 50 just to level that up.
Alright, well, let's get you a good opportunity to use your current ballistic skill again.
Ooh, orc boarding party!
Dun dun.
I don't know why we would try to board the orcs when we can just let murder servitors do it for us.
Usually it's a mixed bag of murder servitors and handlers, and a raid leader.
We've got a raid leader. Apparently.
Yeah.
Raid leader? Is that me?
No, it would probably be me.
Technically it's whoever felt like doing it, but traditionally it would be your Master at Arms, yes?
I thought he was gonna get it just because he's so into it. Like, he's so jazzed about going to kill orcs.
That would be another good reason.
Yeah, I mean, he's the Master of Arms, but he would have been up at the front of the line of volunteers anyway.
Mind you, the orcs would not simply sit there and wait for you to pull up close enough to get a boarding party onto their ship.
That's where our navigator comes in. I think.
Nice.
Is that a thing that you can do in planet local space?
Well, can you fly? Who flies the ship?
Me.
Well,
Oh.
an NPC, technically.
Technically an NPC, but Romeo is better at flying ships than NPCs.
But the head navigator is an indeterminate person at the moment. Or the head pilot, not head navigator.
And also Romeo usually leads a flight squadron. So if we're not doing that, he can take control of the ship, but usually he pilots like bombers and fighters.
Yeah, so you're going to be shooting from a ship regardless.
Truth.
Who knows what the orcs have found on the planet? Maybe there might be something of use to us. They've brought in their ship.
To be honest, I think it's whatever they have that is valuable is more likely to survive in the void of space than it is in front of murder servitors, in my humble opinion.
Do murder servitors go in for property damage?
I don't think murder servitors understand what property is.
Property is somebody else's face. Or possibly
Right,
innards.
So they go for face damage, but would they damage, say, a grandfather clock that happened to be standing there?
If it looked at them funny, I think they might.
Did it have a face?
Well, it
Technically,
depends.
yes.
It depends on like if
Like an actual face.
Yes.
From Beauty and the Beast.
No, Cogsworth. Poor Cogsworth.
Just getting torn apart by chainsaw hands and murder servitors.
Was the clock between them and a thing that did have a face?
Then, yeah.
Did we ever get a doctor and maybe another set of clothes?
Hey, you guys have doctors on your ship.
I know, did we get back to the regular ship then? Was that the...
We haven't gone back to the ship, but we had someone attending Romeo earlier.
Oh, that's true.
Yes, a single field doctor.
Hooray, I'm not gonna have lingering injuries, am I?
Did you even get hurt in the first place?
The paralytic.
Right,
They
yes.
get literally covered in poison.
Yes, you probably were injected by large scary needles.
You did resist it in the first place, anyway.
Yeah.
The coating of Gru and large scary needles. What a lovely day.
Story of my existence.
I have to
So,
remind you that my soul literally almost burned out of my body twice today.
One
Still
more
not my
time.
fault.
Romeo's
yes.
soul was almost burned out of his body twice today.
Well, I am hearing, out of character, I am hearing a lot of votes for ship-to-ship battle.
No boarding pattern. No boarding party. Sorry.
If you want to do a boarding party, like straight up Romeo's unhealthy enough for it.
Let's try to cripple the ship first from space.
Ship combat-wise, boarding parties are a combat action.
Cool.
Oh,
Yeah, I figured it would be part of a multifaceted attack strategy.
if you destroy the ship while I'm on it, I will come back from the warp and haunt you forever.
Actually blowing up a ship is an incredible rarity.
Oh, really?
Yes, usually they're crippled, seeping atmosphere out of most of their compartments, crew reduced to 10 people scattered across the ship. Actually blowing up a vessel is incredibly rare.
Do I
Yeah,
put on
just
my? Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna ask, how well can we identify him at a distance?
By which you mean...
How easily can we not shoot the boarding party with the ship?
Like teleport signals or something like that. Comm signal. Life sign signal.
Can we keep a transporter lock on them?
Generally, boarding parties are on and off